Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my #1 Sentai Gozyuger episode commentary and reviews. This time, it's episode 20. Serious about Gyaru, Otto changed her character? And if you're serious about liking these videos, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because it does mean a lot to a small channel like this. Anyway, let's get into the episode. The episode opens with Samino walking down a path when she sees two schoolgirls walking along talking about the younger sister's day. This causes Samino to remember her missing sister, Otto. But before she can reminisce too much, she's distracted by screams. Rushing over, she finds a No.1 monster. Transforming and rushing in to fight, the other Gozyugers also arrive. As Leon and Eagle whip out their weapons and try to blast the monster, it dodges and fires back with its Gyaru beam, transforming the two rangers and introducing itself as Gyaru No.1 before firing at Warp and Tyranno, but she misses, hitting some civilians and transforming them into Gyaru too. The fight is interrupted as two girls enter carrying a cloth backdrop before introducing the blazing Gyaru princess, Lady Otto Pun. Otto transforms and introduces herself as Shinken Red Ichikawa Otto, to the shock of Goju Unicorn, as we go to the opening credits. Taking a moment to take a selfie with her girls as the No.1 monster sends in the Bridens, Otto draws a blue zigzag in the air and sends it to the Bridens, causing them to stop from the cold, before charging in and taking out the soldiers before the No.1 monster retreats. As everyone powers down, Rikuo and Kinjiro are still Gyaru'd, as Samino approaches Otto and looks at her neck, which has the same 3 moles as her missing sister. She embraces Otto, but Otto backs away, saying she doesn't have a sister, before turning to the other Gozyugers, saying they stand no chance against the monster, but she will give them Gyaru lessons. In the No.1 world, Bouquet shows Take June she has acquired 2 new rings, Go-Go 5 and Flash Man, receiving praise from the Queen, before she questions Fire Candle, who says he's been too busy fighting the Gozyugers, as the Queen tells him getting rings is his priority. As Fire Candle thinks of his defeats and decides he will take the power of the rings to get stronger. Back at Sword Village, Samino is still trying to get through to Otto, but as Rikuo tells her to stop, Kinjiro points out her missing sister doesn't remember her, and she's become a Gyaru, so no wonder Samino'd be nervous. As Otto begins her Gyaru lessons, focusing on philosophy, writing, and vocabulary. After the lessons end, Samino confronts Otto again before leaving in tears, saying she just wants her sister back. As Rikuo starts to call her back, Kinjiro says to leave her be, as she needs time to sort her feelings out. As Otto comes over with drinks, saying they've all worked hard, but as she poses, she nearly loses her ring, and saying that was close, because if she lost it she would have passed out. Explaining that she was in an accident when she was little that left her in a coma, but now the ring keeps her awake, as Samino listens from outside. As Samino remembers Otto saying she was having a good time because Samino was with her, Rikuo comes outside with a bottle of water, saying it's from Otto. And as they talk about Otto, Samino mentions the grey-eyed man who took the time from her, much to the shock of Rikuo. Back in the city, the No.1 monster has returned, blasting more people with her Gyaru beam, as Otto and the 4 Gozyugers appear, all dressed as Gyaru, with her saying she's now his target, sweetie. Before they all transform, and we get the cheerleaders and announcer for the #1 Gyaru battle. Tyranno, Leon and Eagle rush in first, but are challenged to a swipe type challenge that the 3 boys lose and are blasted back as Goju Polo appears before rushing in to fight. But as he attempts a Gyaru pose, he's sent flying before Goju Wolf attacks. But in a challenge about communication, he is also beaten, before the No.1 monster is surrounded by celebrating Britons. As Shinken Red says No.1 Gyaru is more powerful than she thought, a giant mecha appears, being piloted by Surf Mega. And as the Britons attack, Samina appears with kitty slippers, pink hair, and a flappy-eared unicorn hat, telling Otto she taught her enjoying life is what matters, so she will become a Gyaru to get to know her. And as she's criticised by the No.1, she says it doesn't matter because she's having fun with Otto, a phrase that strikes a chord with her younger sister. As Samino transforms, the two sisters attack the No.1 monster as the guys fight the Britons, but as the mecha attacks with a giant surfboard, Rero and Kamade summon Taiga Sword and Good Burn, forming Taiga Sword White Burn. As Herrero tells him not to barge in, Kamade says he hasn't stolen the show enough this week, before firing an attack at the mecha, but it's blocked by the surfboard shield, causing Kamade to get them to point blank range and firing White Burn full burst, destroying the mecha, and as the boys below finish the Britons, they strike a finishing pose. As the sisters continue to fight the No.1, Otto uses a grey spell on the monster, as Samino uses Finish Finger, saving the person inside, and destroying the No.1 monster, and we get winner, Goju Unicorn and Shinken Red. As the two girls celebrate their win and look forward to fighting together, they're interrupted by Fire Candle, who leaps down from a building, taking Otto's ring and Taiga Sword, leaving her unconscious. As Fire Candle transforms into Shinken Red, and the episode ends. Okay, so that was an interesting episode. I will admit I had to look up what Gyaru even was, because yeah, I didn't quite get it from the episode, but basically just girls trying to make themselves look ultra pretty or something with attitudes. I'm still not completely with it. I mean, like one of Otto's friends, she's got like legs as white as anything, yet she's got like more fake tan on her face than David Dickinson from Bargain Hunt. Except she's, in fact, even better example, she's got more fake tan on her face than Donald Trump. Except he's gone brown, he's gone orange, she's gone brown. It's just really weird and I don't get it. But I got to say, when those two girls brought out that backdrop, I was like, I know that. I've seen that recently. Which one is it? Which one? And then she like transforms to Shinken Red. I'm like, oh yes, that is from Shinkenja. So yeah, I was really happy to see that they actually included the backdrop. So it's nice that she had her friends to do that, because yeah, when Fire Candle did it, there obviously was no backdrop. And that's something that's kind of, how strong is he going to be now? Because he's obviously strong enough that he's been fighting Goju Red as, Goju Wolf, with Herrero transformed. So he's using the power of the suit and everything else. And he's able to beat Fire Candle, but Fire Candle obviously holds his own. So now he's got his own strength, plus the strength of using the Sentai suit for Shinken Red, the Sentai powers. How strong is he actually going to be? You know, it's sort of, is he going to be like super mega strong? And also, is Bouquet going to get the idea to do that? And is she then going to like transform into being like some Sentai, either like Flashman or Go-Go 5? Because she's just gotten those two rings. Which, again, is two more rings that have been done off screen. Which I've lost count now, like how many that there's even been. Because, yeah, we just haven't seen so many of these rings. Mostly what Gyaru's gotten, but now Bouquet as well. It's just so many of these rings have been gotten like without us seeing. We want to see these things, not just having. I mean, the way Gyaru uses them is like Stay Caesar from Zenkaija, or I can't remember the name, but the bad guy with the trumpets that was using the Ranger keys in Gokaija. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But it's sort of like that, and it's nice to see like the suit actors in it. And obviously, you know, they're then fighting the current team. But I don't know, I don't like the whole puppet Sentai or the puppet Reds, or however you want to call them when they're summoned like that. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing, really. And speaking of disappointing, Samino's got to be disappointed that her sister's straight back in a coma. You know, we find out that, you know, she was in an accident when she was little. She's been left in a coma, which has obviously been after um, she was kidnapped by the grey-eyed man. Which I love the fact that Samino mentions that, and Rico is just like, grey-eyed man? I don't know what you're on about. Not me. Well, obviously not like that. Just the look in his face is like, don't know, not me. No. Although the thing is, I'm now convinced where Otto is now confirmed, not Bouquet. Which I know, hands up, I was wrong, but I know a lot of people that did agree with me on that. I think, I mean, you know, at this rate, just to really confuse everyone, Fire Candle is going to be Herero's long lost twin brother that no one knew about, or something stupid like that, just to really confuse the hell out of everyone. Like Dom Brothers level of like nonsense going on. Um, But yeah, is, you know, she gets her sister back. Even checks it's her with the 3 moles on the back of the neck and everything else. But then, you know, the fact that he's able to take her ring and the Tiger sword and transform, and I don't know how. Because if you remember, Samino couldn't do it until she knew what she wanted her number 1 to be. Although saying that, Herrero still hasn't chosen his number 1 yet. Although he has still managed to do an agreement with Tiger Sword to become Goju Red. But Samino couldn't become Goju Unicorn until she sorted out what she wanted. So how does Spy Candle manage to do it? Because I'm pretty sure it's not with the permission of Queen Tiger June. You know, she wants the rings to, I guess, make Goodburn behave properly, I guess, maybe. I I don't know, but I guess she just wants the universe put right and her son to do as he's told. Because now it's father and son activities. We're getting Whiteburn and White Sword or whatever it's called. So yeah, but it was a fun episode. It was a fun episode. Seeing them like all Gyaru'd up. I had to admit, I did like the little add-ons like, you're my prey, sweetie. It's like, yeah, that's creepy. That's creepy, but I guess you're in character, so good for Herrero. Um, but yeah, otherwise, I'd say really good episodes. I'm looking forward to the next one. Obviously, I always stop it before it starts saying like too much of what's happening next. I never want to know what's happening next week, so I avoid it as much as possible. But Yeah, I want to see what Fire Candle can do as Shinken Red, since how technically he's now part of the competition. Instead of just being like one of the No.1 generals, he's technically now part of the competition because he's using the rings. I don't. This is all getting too confusing. But anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, and if you have, I would be over the moon if you could like and subscribe. It always means a lot to me. I know most people sort of leave once I finish the actual episode review and before I start doing my little talk. So if you hear this long, you might as well subscribe and like that video. Just let me know that you've been here this long. And yeah, just subscribe because there's always more of this. I've got the entire series of Zyuranger up now. And in a few weeks, I will be starting Ranger. So there's always more content. And as you can see from a couple of heads up there, I am building the giant Megazords. So, or the giant Daijujin, whichever way you want to look at it. So there's always more content. And I'll see you guys around.